Well, Russ, well done in the Cup. Mission accomplished, really.
Yeah, great weekend for the football club. I think we deserve the victory overall. Tight game against a very good side, and put a lot of effort in last week. Not just the players, but the staff and everyone involved with the football club. So delighted to get through to the next round.
Yeah, so clearly came across you've pretty much done your homework on Grimsby.
Yeah, I think we do. That's what we do anyway. Whoever we play against, I think being a full-time outfit gives you the time to do that, and we're professional, do our due diligence, and it worked last week, and we were well prepared. Yeah.
Was it one of those at half-time when it was goalless you were thinking, one goal could settle this?
I believe so. I believe that before the game. Actually, I thought it'd be tight, especially with the team they picked. A couple of injuries for themselves. But as the game went on, we didn't want the replay, and we were actually going to stick another striker on if it was still 0-0 in 10 minutes' time. But it never got to that point, and I think we managed the game well after we took the lead. You
brought Keith Lowe in, of course, because you had to, because Bajrami was out suspended. Not a bad player to have to come in if you've got to make a change.
Well, we said it a couple of days prior, didn't we? And he was excellent last Saturday, along with everyone else who played. He was everything that I know he can be. I played with him, against him many times, and that's why he's at the football club, and that's why, if he plays performances like that, he'll play for another couple of years.
Then the draw, and I suppose all you can hope for at this stage really is a home tie, and that's what you got.
Yeah, a tough one, because everyone was asking me who do you want, and to be honest, I didn't have a clue. I think you're that close to the big prize, you want to have a chance. I think we'll have a chance. They'll say exactly the same. So it's going to provide to be an entertaining game. So can't wait. In
many ways, at the moment, it's a similar sort of challenge to Grimsby, really, because they're obviously a league above and they're in the playoff spots.
For sure, tough game. Got some good players. I've played with a few of their players as well. They've all dropped me a text over the weekend. So can't wait for that to come in 3 weeks' time. But in the meantime, we've got 4 massive games for the football club.
And just final one on the Cup, off the field, the good it does for the club within the wider community, really. Obviously, you're on a bit of a Cup run here, it generates interest, and that's what it's all about.
Of course, I think every club up and down the land, you want a Cup run first and foremost. It brings valuable money in that you don't budget for. So first and foremost, I'm delighted with the chairman and the board members. But then also it gets the players out in the shop window and gets the name branded about, and it's great. It's a great occasion. I've had a few good cup runs in my career, and it changes your not your life in terms of finances or anything like that, but it just changes your memories. So and all good ones, in fact.
Back to the league then this weekend, and you go into this game with momentum behind you. Really, you're on a nice sort of roll.
We are. We're in good league form, but it's another game. We can only get 3 points, and we'll do everything we can to get those 3 points up against a tough team. It will probably be disappointed in how the last couple of weeks have gone, but that's when you come up against the toughest tests. They've got very good players, very good individuals, so we've got to be right on it on Saturday. Expectations have gone up around the football club, so that makes it even harder for us.
And particularly expectations over Harriers scoring goals as well over the last couple of games.
Well, we score goals because we work hard and we've got good players, but we're also keeping the back door shut. So, like I said, if we can bring those together and glue it together, then we'll be in for a good afternoon. But under no illusion, this has got to be a tough game.
I suppose when people think about sort of Harriers derbies, they think Hereford probably has been the one at the moment, but this has got that bit of a feel to it, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, it has, and a couple of our players know a lot of their players, so there'll be a lot of emotion on it. Local team, they're only half an hour up the road, but again, we've got to continue the form we're showing, and we've got to be on it, and we've got to be professional, and we've got to take the game to them.
Would they sort of be what you described, if you like, as a typical Vanarama North side, good on the ball, but big and strong as well?
Yeah, I would. Clubs, Telford probably going through a little spell at the moment, new manager, new players, trying to find the best team, but they're only one game away from finding that, and we've got to make sure it's not Saturday.
Gerald Bajrami obviously served his one-match ban last weekend, so presumably he comes back into the reckoning.
Big time, and Nick Clayton-Phillips is back available after being cup tied, so 2 good players coming back into the fold, which is great. I've always said we need to have a competitive squad, not just a competitive 11, competitive squad, because it makes it healthy, and going into a big collective of games coming up now, we're going to need everyone.
Yeah, because if you're obviously maintaining your interest in the FA Cup, there's a league, the FA Trophy isn't far away, so it is a busy programme, isn't it?
It is, but a programme we want to do well in. This is what brings enthusiasm to the town, and you can certainly see that on last Saturday. The culture that we're trying to build here at the football club is definitely going that way.
Niall Bell, we understand, is going out on loan.
Yeah, Niall's gone on loan for a month. He needs the games, so that benefits him, it benefits us. And hopefully in a month's time we're having a conversation of him coming back into the fold and being ready to go for us.
Yeah, I suppose it's been tough for him really, because you've got players up front who have been doing well.
Yeah, I wanted to build a competitive squad. With Morgan Smith missing the first 6 games of the season, it was his chance to really start the season how we ended it on loan last season. But Ethan Fremantle's come to the fore as well, and he's done really well, and he just hasn't found his way back in, unfortunately for him. But fortunately for us, the 2 in front of him have done really well. So it ticks a lot of boxes, him going out on loan and getting 4 or 5 good games. He's got to start, and he's going to get a lot fitter.
And you would know better than me, going out on loan, I would imagine, for a player, it's all about attitude really, isn't it? If you go out on loan, there's 2 ways of looking at it. Either think, oh, the manager doesn't fancy me, or you think, right, this is a chance for me to get some game time and come back and prove just what I can do.
Correct. I've said to him, which is not easy for me to say because I brought him in, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong by going out and firing, scoring goals, playing well first and foremost, get fitter. And it's great experience for him. He's had plenty of loans before. But he's a Kidderminster Harriers player, let's not forget that, and we're doing this for a reason.
A final one from me in terms of injuries, knocks from the last weekend, how do you shape it?
Touch wood, nothing as yet.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just the last one, kind of going back into the league action. I know obviously internally how you work and how the group works, but how easy has it been to kind of shut down the FA Cup now? Because I guess externally people might look at it and think, well, Kidderminster have just got their eyes on the cup now, they're easily going to lose focus, but that's kind of not the game plan, isn't it?
Very easy. We put it to bed on Tuesday morning after the draw. I think it was important that they enjoyed the 2 days. That's what we're in football for, to win good games of football, to get your name out there. So, I'm not going to take that away from him and be a party pooper. But come Tuesday morning, it was full on Telford. No one's allowed to talk about Halifax now till 3 weeks' time. Because we've got 4 massive games, but 1 massive game is this Saturday, because that's the only game we can affect.
And the only way, I guess, to go into that FA Cup game when it arrives is in good form in the league, because I guess if you look at Grimsby, that's kind of what they'll have been saying.
Well, listen, you can play yourself out of the team in the next 4 games, or you can play yourself into the team. So, listen, I trust this bunch that we've got, brought them in for a reason, and I'm under no doubt that they will produce a performance on Saturday.